Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So the Dow's pretty much lagging. It's a big down, big up day that we had. Oscillator's not quite in an area where we need to be concerned, and what's more concerning for me is the fact that this gap is still open. So if you start looking through the time frames, the setup here is not really something I want to be playing. So we do have engulfing, bit of a double bottom, bit of a break through the structure. There's the top of the structure there. That fractional high there is the structure. But this gap to the downside concerns me. That's a weekly gap, and the fact that they didn't close it yesterday is always a little bit worrying. So for me, on the Dow, I don't think I'd be wanting to chase this at the moment. These oscillators are looking a little bit ominous as well. I suspect what we have is, I think that one's going to be a bit high, but I suspect we're going to find some kind of resistance somewhere, which could be as high as that. So could target the upper gap before sort of coming back down. The setup here is just not, it's not as good as what it is on the DAX or on the S&P 500. So pretty much a similar setup to the S&P 500, but this wedge here is looking a little bit more ominous. So I think what you'd be wanting to do is pay attention to this area here at 34,942. Actually, let's round that off. Probably round number of 3,500. There is structure there as well. So 3,500 is probably the one that we need to pay attention to. We've tagged it already this morning. So maybe another revisit down there, and then a break targeting the upside gap. But I am very wary about this gap to the downside here. So for me, Dow Jones is sit on hands. I think the DAX has a little gap trade that looked pretty good and fairly decent, and the S&P 500 has a big double bottom trade that is going to take a few hours to sort of work out and get the structure we're looking for, but it's definitely there. Dow doesn't have it for us at the moment. Anyway, so I'm sit on hands for the Dow. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.